Hello. How's it going, everyone? Hello. Hey, Queenie. Hey, Crazy Yo. Good to have you all with us. I'm streaming on Tuesday, Red Tuesday stream, because I need to get stuff done for submissions, and I am home early on a Tuesday, because I work from home on a Tuesday. I am getting notes ready for this run. I didn't have notes ready for this run because I thought I was going to do New Super Mario Bros. DS. And I changed the title, and I realised before the stream that the capture card wasn't working, and I still forgot to change the title. So yeah, we're doing Wii Play again. I'm just going to do a couple of runs. Same as yesterday, we're going to go with one run, and then hopefully that goes well, and then the second one we're probably just gonna chill out. I don't know what happened with my capture card. I will restart my PC, obviously, and then give it a go, but I don't have time to do that at the moment. I hope a restart will fix it. If it doesn't, then I'm probably just gonna play it safe and assume it's the DS and not my PC. So we'll see if that works. At the moment, I don't have time to, but yeah, that's the plan. So I was gonna learn New Super Mario Bros. DS for UKSG. At the moment, I've submitted Wii Play and Sonic and the Secret Rings. I think Wii Play has a much higher chance of getting in. We'll see. But I am making notes for this at the moment, so I need to make notes about the mission numbers. So I've wrote 1 to 20 and multiples of 10 are fixed, always the same layouts and tank colours. Multiples of 5 up to 65 have the same layout, but tank colours randomised. And all other missions. How many missions is that actually? I could put in the number. So 80 missions are randomized. No. So we have 1 to 20 are randomized, and then we have 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 65. No. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 13 more. So, oh no, it's 67 missions. Okay, I'm not going to include the number. That's just silly. That's just very silly. No, I hate that knowledge. There are 67 fully randomized missions. Oh no. Oh dear. We'll keep that to ourselves. We'll keep that to ourselves. Might try again on Mario is Missing with Howling Man Mike. Nice. Hopefully that goes well for you. Can I submit the run and then give you the code to submit your own video? Yeah, sure. Go for it. It might be the case where you have to turn that into a solo one if I can't submit it as a race. We'll see. I mean, maybe that's safer to do anyway, because my DS is already still in bad shape. But yeah. I don't know. Hopefully the capture card works. We'll see. So all of the missions have randomized layouts and tank colors. So yeah, okay, cool. I'll need to do a bit more research if I want to do even more detailed stuff, but that should work. People don't really care about the absolute finer details of the run generally. It's only good to include if we're struggling for stuff, but there's a lot to talk about. Whoa, what is going on with that? What is going on there? Just before I start the run, I should probably fix that. Oh, also, stuff since last stream. So, I will update the Discord after the stream. But this Saturday there will be a stream, and next Saturday there probably won't be a stream. Reason for that is because the Smash tournament is next week instead of this week because of Valentine's. So, that's the plan. I will stream this weekend and not next weekend. So I need to get stuff done this week with submissions. Hey Drywall, how's it going? Okay, so we know the drill. Same as yesterday, 2 runs. First one commentated, second one with Ibin. Let's do it. I'll turn off chat, off the screen. I will still be able to see chat, but it's off the screen on purpose. Yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is Wii Play Tanks. Tanks 100. The goal of this run is to beat all 100 missions, all 540 tanks. There's going to be a lot of commentary at the beginning to explain what's going on, and then the rest of it is going to be a great time for filling in, explaining my strats. There's a lot going on here to fill the run. So we start off with the brown tanks. They don't fire very often. They all have different characteristics. Brown ones don't move. They don't fire very often. But they can still hit you because they do still fire bullets. Okay, I need to fix this before we get started. What is going on with that? Why is it so jittery still? That shouldn't be happening. It's on 3 bars. We got all the tech issues today. Hey Suidu, how's it going? Yeah, like, why is that? Why is it doing that? There's nothing wrong with the sensor bar. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's doing this. Right, anything in the room with Bluetooth on can be exterminated. That's normally the first thing I think of. There isn't anything that I'm aware of. Oh, my laptop. Okay, well, that is not helping. It's probably not going to fix it. Oh, what is that? That is awful. I can't run like that. Why are there so many tech issues? Seriously. Right, let me try my other Wii remote. I don't think it's going to fix it. I should start running normal games with a normal controller. I speedrun games with a stick. And I speedrun games where the screens are in your hand. Bad idea by me. I should run normal games. Look at that. That's fine. But then it's this one that doesn't work properly. And it shows us 1 bar. What is going on? Alright, I'll use the other batteries then. I haven't charged any backups for today. Hey Seagull, how's it going? It still says paid promotion. Oh yeah, I need to look into that. I don't know why it's still doing that. Okay, now this one has issues still. This is 1 bar! It's not 1 bar! I've charged it! Okay, I don't know what's up with the black Wii remote because the blue one is fine. The blue one... It genuinely shows up with like an extra bar on the blue one than the black Wii remote, and I have no idea why. Okay, that seems better at the moment. Some days it just does this. Alright. I mean, I can play like that for a marathon submission, but if I want to actually do well, then not really. Okay, let's just play the game. So today I'm aiming to have between like 6 and 8 lives as a nice cushion for me to go for risky strats. And if I'm on any lower than 6, then I will play safe. That's the goal. Oh, we can just have more interference. Why is it doing this? I'm so far back. Why? I'm far back, I'm close, it's still doing it. So irritating. But it's a good thing I'm not doing any serious runs today. Because that would be unplayable. Like, what is that? It's moving at like 10 frames a second. Okay. Hey Jimmy and Cheeky Chunk, how's it going? Yeah, my DS is still as broken as it was, so I'm not surprised, but it's still awkward. What is this? Okay, last time with this, we had this problem. It fixed itself after like, I don't know, 10 minutes. It seems to have broken itself in 10 minutes. I don't know. It's very odd. Okay. I'm just gonna turn off everything else in the room. Guess I'll turn off the TV that has the Olympics on. Oh, never mind. It's still doing the thing. It's still, yeah. Like, what is that? What is that? That is so bad. Oh my god. Hey Paige, how's it going? Got 904, all games, no billiards. Nice. GG. Okay, I have got nothing. I've got no solution for this, so we're just gonna do a run and hope it works well enough. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Look at this. Like, I don't really know what to say. Just thinking of what to submit to UKSG. I am also thinking of what to submit to UKSG and thinking, not Tanks 100 apparently, because it doesn't want me to. Yeah, I do want to submit this to you. Well, I have submitted this to UKSG. It's just I would like a better submission video. See, this is fine at the moment, but it won't stay fine. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to stay here and hope it doesn't break more. Okay, see, it seems fine now, but it will get worse again. No doubt. Hey, Diesel, thank you for the good luck. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? Thank you for the watch streak. Yeah, at the moment I've submitted Wii Play and Sonic and the Secret Rings. I know someone else who is going, who is Wii Sports Runner. Yeah, it's broken again. Brilliant. Wow, I love tech issues so much. So, I can't play New Super Mario Bros. DS. I can't play Tanks. And God help me if I play Secret Rings when the controller's playing up like this. Right, let's just do the run. If I can get sub 52 with this, then I'll get sub 52 any day. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, this is Wii Play Tanks. The goal is to clear all 100 missions, all 540 tanks in the game. We're starting off with mission 1, working our way up. And there's a lot of explanation at the beginning of this run to explain how it works. What tanks we're going to encounter. There are 9 different tank colours we're going to see. The first is the brown tank. Doesn't move, but does fire bullets occasionally. We then have grey tanks. They do move, and they also fire fairly rarely. But the greys and, as we're about to see, the teal tanks are defensive. So as you can see, they do run away a lot. So we are very, very... We need to keep an eye out for those, and we need to take them out as soon as possible for speed. Not necessarily for safety, because they are one of the easier tank grades, one of the lower grades in the game to take out. But they are still important to deal with. So next up we have the teals, as I said. Except rather than the greys, which have regular speed bullets, they have rocket bullets, which have double the speed. So I'm using some planned out rebounds there to hit those. And we are now moving on. We still have... these are all different mission layouts at the moment. So for the first 20 missions, they are all predetermined. We will get to some layouts later on that are randomized. They will save or lose us a few seconds each time. So nothing drastic. But it does mean we need to adapt every mission. We need to adapt to what is going on, what the game gives us. So yeah, Teal very good at defending there. So I actually managed to dodge my my bullets there. And the main thing to keep in mind in this run, we have 3 lives, but every 5 lives we get a bonus life. So we get 22 in the full run. And my magic number to play risky is 6 lives. So as long as we're on at least 6 lives, ideally 8, for me to be safe for the whole run, especially later where the missions get really difficult. It becomes very difficult to play missions deathless. I would like to have some lives in the pocket for me to live through those. So as we've seen, we have yellow tanks now. They do not have many bullets. They only have 1. We get 5 for context, and I'll get to that soon. But they get 4 mines. We only get 2. They really do like using those mines. They are very predictable with using mines often. And mines act as invisible walls for the enemy tanks. Enemy tanks will always dodge other enemy tank mines. My mines, some of them they will not see. So grey tanks, teal tanks, and pink tanks will actually walk straight into my mines. But every other tank will actually, if it's able to move, will treat it as an invisible wall again. And if they get too close, then they will actually go into panic mode, which is basically, I need to get out now, otherwise I will probably die. That's what panic mode is for the enemy tanks. So at that stage, we can kind of manipulate them to not really do a lot at that point. Unfortunately, we're not going to hit that teal. That's because I was moving right, and they do move the opposite direction. Similarly here, oh, actually choosing to go left there. Often you can manipulate the tanks to go the opposite direction you are. For some reason, that one's deciding to go back left again. So we've seen pink tanks now. Pink tanks have 3 bullets. They fire fairly frequently, so it's a bit of a mashing contest to beat them. We have no limit to how fast we can fire, but the enemy tanks do. And then we have green tanks, which have rocket bullets. Once again, they don't move, but they get 2 rebounds instead of 1. So they are very, very difficult to defend against. So as you can see here, we can kind of know where the tanks are going to go. That enemy yellow tank mine was there. Teals don't lay mines, but yellows absolutely do. There we go, actually getting in the path of both of those there. So yellow is going to keep going down now. Technically, they can shoot their own mines, but they won't actually actively go for that. And that is a way of destroying mines early. So mines have a 10-second cooldown between being laid down and automatically detonating on their own. If an enemy goes too close to a mine, or if you shoot a mine, then it will be destroyed early. And there are actually 2 different zones for a mine. So there is the blast zone, which is where you get hit, and there's the detonation zone, which is very slightly smaller. So next up is the purple tank. So yeah, detonation zone is how the game activates the mine early. But then the blast zone is just, do you die if you're here or not? So purple tanks have the same loadout as us, 5 bullets, 2 mines, and they are very sporadic with their bullets, which actually makes them harder to defeat because we don't know where they're going to fire. We have green tanks, which are very, very accurate. The problem with that for them is that because they're accurate, as long as we're walking pretty much perpendicular to their bullets, then we can dodge them. Unless it's right at the beginning of a mission, because they haven't turned their cannon in time. So now we have greens. We actually have 6 in one mission here. Very tricky one, especially for beginners. And we have impossible shot. I don't think that makes it. I just decide to go for it every time anyway, just in case. So impossible shot is dubbed that because it's incredibly difficult. You have to sit in the middle and shoot just past that wall in the top left, hit the top left tank. Very, very tricky. It says going round there if you do hit that. Probably one of the harder setups in the game. There are a few different setups we can use in tanks. Yeah, that purple actually shooting before it could see me, which is interesting. Most of the time, tanks won't do that. Most of the time, they'll actually only shoot when you're near them. Why is the detonation zone smaller than the blast radius? Good question. I don't really know why, but it does allow us to use a strat, especially in mines-only runs, where you are not allowed to use bullets. Mainly a category extension, that one. Where you can actually do sort of mine disposal. And great, there we go, fantastic. I'm going to put a mine here. It's going to treat it as an invisible wall. Purple tank is in panic mode, and it cannot shoot me there. And white tanks here, they turn invisible, but we have the tracks we can see, so we are absolutely fine to just take them out here. That is a 723 tanks 20, which is fantastic. People actually prefer... A good benchmark is sub 8 minutes for a PB in tanks 20, but 720 and a no reset is phenomenal. Yeah, so you can actually use bomb or mine detonation by going into the detonation zone, and then before the mine actually has a chance to hit you, you get back out of the blast zone. There's like a tiny, tiny window to be able to do that. There are some cases where in these runs I might be able to do that, but generally speaking, it won't be useful here. So another thing with tanks, as I said earlier, we have 20 missions that are fully predetermined. So they always have the same layouts, they always have the same tank grades. However, that is the same for missions that are multiples of 10. And multiples of 5 up to mission 65 are the same layout every time, but they are different tank colours. So here I'm going to go for a green tank. I'm going to go for the green first because that's one of the higher grades. I'm actually going to go left because we need to hit the brown at the end. Well, we're going to need to hit the brown tank at some stage, and the grey tank is going left, so it will be faster for me to go left. So as we can see, mission 25 is going to be the C layout. And I'm going to put a mine down. It's actually going to bait the purple to go the other way. Not quite. That's our first death of the run. 25 missions in and we're already... That's our first death. That's not too bad. That is not bad at all. So again, you know what? I'm just going to take this purple out at the moment. There we go. Gets it out of the way. Get the pink tank before it even has a chance to hit me. Oh, did not see that mine. So this game is 2.5 dimensional. So I did not see that mine. I didn't hear it placed. So unfortunately, yellow tank taking me out there. That is fine. We're still doing pretty well. Better than average at this stage of the game. So I'm going to get a mine down there. It's going to mean I can get a little bit of a shortcut going to hit that teal tank. So all other missions that I haven't yet mentioned are randomized. So you get random mission layouts and random tank colors based on each placement. So for instance, that color in the top right, that is a brown tank, that is one of the weaker positions. So some of these will be stronger than others. For instance, at the end, in the 90s, we will have 8 different colors coming in. And 2 of the positions will always be either a black tank or a white tank. So you are pretty much guaranteed to get some strong tanks and some weak tanks. That's the way the game kind of randomizes how the tank colors are placed. Another thing is that the layouts that can be randomized are only a few of them. Some of them will actually never come up again. For instance, the Mission 1 layout will only appear on Missions 1 and 100, which is quite a funny callback. I'm actually going to put a mine here. It's unusual for me to go the bottom route here, but because the yellow tank put a mine there, nice, and using the mine against the yellow tank there, fantastic. There was a white tank there, if you were wondering what the other one was. So welcome in, everyone. We're doing submission videos at the moment for Tanks 100. So another caveat is that you cannot get the same mission 2 times in a row. Thank you for the raid as well. Thank you for the raid. I'm SMIDI. We're currently doing focused runs. We're going to do 1 focused run today for a marathon submission of Tanks. Hope your stream was good. I know you're doing fine for me, Mura. GG's on the records. So we are now on 7 lives, which is fantastic. Again, the magic number is 6. We want to be playing a bit more risky to show off some more of what can be done in this game. If we're on any less than that, then it is probably more advisable for me to play a bit safer. Green Tank actually deciding not to fire there. I think the reason for that is most likely because of the worry of friendly fire. The tanks will actually not fire any bullets if they think that the bullet might hit one of the other enemy tanks. So here, it's more likely to fire. I did dodge it because I went the top route, and so it couldn't see me. Yo, GG on the 239, find me 20. Yeah, good rebounds there. That hits the teal. So again, getting the same mission here. We couldn't get it on mission 32 because we already had it on mission 31. But some of these missions are faster and slower than others. Really depends what we get here. There is a maze layout later with no breakable walls, which you don't want to get for speed. Oh, this is quite unlucky. So now we're actually getting 5 tanks coming out. Over time, we will be seeing 8 tanks. And that was actually a team kill there by the green tank. So sometimes they will accidentally hit enemy tanks in a bit of a friendly fire. Or even a self-destruct where they hit their themselves with a bullet of their own. And so here's mission 35. Fun fact here, you will always get a brown tank in the top right. There are a few missions in this game that will always give you the same... hang on a minute. There we go. We know you're going to go left. That is a dodge, though. Nice one by the yellow. Nice. Took a little while there. This is a bit of a slow mission. We know it's going to come up here. But, yeah, you end up with some chases going on there sometimes if you're unlucky. Yeah, so there is a setup here on this layout, the mission 15 layout, where you can actually... You know that there is going to be a tank in this position, so you can actually get in early before they get a chance to hit you and rebound that bottom wall. And rebounds are very important in this game because you get 5 bullets the moment your bullets are destroyed, either by hitting a wall 2 times or hitting a mine or hitting another tank. Then you get that bullet back instantly. So those refires or like reloads are very, very important. So doing a bullet spray on a wall where you know you'll get the bullet back quickly is really, really good, especially on those layouts where you could potentially hit a tank right at the start. And the main thing to note in tanks as well with these, sort of the advantage you have at the beginning. So the first 5 seconds, I would say, you are in advantage against these tanks, especially on these later missions where there are lots of tanks on each mission. You are not necessarily in advantage when once you've got past that point, because if you've got, say, 8 tanks on a mission and you haven't taken any of them out, you are going to be in disadvantage because, yeah, there's a brown tank here. I'm actually going to be able to hit it with a mine directly through the wall, so it's already in the auto-detonation zone. The moment I move out of the way of the mine, it will hit the brown tank before I even hit it. Yeah, so pretty much every mission layout, we have sort of a little bit of a setup to be able to hit these. Doing a bit of an impromptu strat there, the mine was destroyed that wall, so I had to be very careful with that green tank, because the green tank with a one tile gap has a huge advantage over me. Oh, not quite there. I'm going to try and use a rebound, see if it hits it. There we go. Fantastic. It's a really, really good hit there. And we're on 9 lives now, which is really nice. Really good sign in terms of the safety of the run. Probably means we will be able to take more risks if we can retain those lives. We've only had one mission where we lost 2 lives. And yeah, as you can see, Teal Tank not firing there, both of them, because they were pretty much layered one on top of the other. And as a result, they do not want to fire at me because they have a high chance of hitting me. Oh, or hitting me. Hitting an enemy tank, rather. Which they don't want to do. Ooh, gotta be careful here. Ooh, that is a good rebound by the green tank. They will very often try to use their rebounds. There are very few blind spots for green tanks. You can hide very easily from some tanks, mainly because of these walls. Yes, some of them are pink, which are breakable. Almost got a rebound there. Nice. Some of them are breakable, the pink ones, but the wooden ones, the brown ones, are unbreakable. So you cannot hide. I'm actually going to go for a rebound here. It will save me from going that way. Oh, I got the green tank, but the green tank got me with the double rebound. That's okay. So on the revisit, thankfully the already destroyed tanks are gone. Any walls are replenished though. So there are a lot of tanks Fang games, and one of them in particular I've played means the moment you die, everything comes back. Even the tanks you've destroyed come back into the field. So it's a very, very tricky mod. Fang game even. Not a mod. Lots of modding going on in this game, but also lots of Fang games. Yeah, very active scene for stuff like that. And something I should mention at this stage in the game, as we're about to come up to mission 50, which is the final enemy tank grade we will see. And another new mission here, kind of like a Space Invaders-esque layout. Start off with a lot of stage control at the beginning, and then slowly start losing control if the enemy tanks advance towards you. So we're actually playing on the 4:3 aspect ratio. There is a reason for that, and it is mainly because the layouts are squished on the sides on 4:3. On 16:9, they are a few tiles longer either side, whereas if we play on 4:3, then... Ooh, nice mine there. Yellow tank moving out of the way, and then it auto-detonated. Yeah, on 16:9, the layouts are slightly longer, so every mission saves a tiny bit of time. Over the course of 100 missions, you save several minutes by playing on 4:3 compared to 16:9 widescreen. And as a result, in regular full game runs where we play all 9 minigames, we still play on the 4:3 aspect ratio. If you're going for a particularly fast run, or any kind of top run or a world record attempt, eventually you have to make the switch to 4:3. Nice weaving and dodging there, away from my own bullets. So I was able to move quickly, and a big thing that beginners don't always pick up on is moving quickly with your own tank. So if you try to turn around, you're only going to be able to do so fast if you go one cardinal direction at a time, or if you turn a full 180 in one go. If you turn 180 degrees in one go, that's called a pinpoint turn. That's what I'm doing here. And it means there's no cooldown with moving around. And it is a fundamental skill of tanks to be able to dodge stuff. So I was able to dodge stuff there because I was only doing one cardinal direction at a time. If I tried to turn like a sharp 90 degrees or 135 degrees, then I would have just not been able to do so. The tank would have taken a few frames to actually twist round. So we've just seen there, mission 10, that is the hardest layout when we are coming onto these randomized layouts. And we're going to hope we don't see that too often in this, for the sake of safety. In terms of speed, though, that was fantastic. Mission 50, we see the mission 5 layout recycled there. And that is really, really tricky. So we see black tanks coming out now, and we are already getting quite unlucky. 2 black tanks is really tough. So what black tanks do is they have rocket bullets. They are faster than any other tank in the game. They lay mines sometimes. They are the most intelligent. They retarget the most often. And as a result of all of that garbage, they actually are too smart for their own good, because what they will often do is they will retarget so often that they stun lock themselves. So we kind of want to just get them in a one-on-one brawl. That was unfortunate. I think that was the grey tank rebound. I was not paying attention to that side. I was too locked in on the teal. Yeah, so we want to be getting the black tanks in a one-on-one brawl. On their own, they're not too scary once you're used to them, but eventually, once we start to see lots of tanks dealing with us at the same time, they can be pretty tough. Nice. So yeah, just backing them into a corner. So they are one of the few tanks in the game that are actively always able to dodge our bullets very effectively because they're so fast. So teal tanks are very good at dodging, but they're not as fast. Black tanks, because of their speed, they are able to just get away so quickly. But also as a result, they kind of are not fast enough to get away there, or are stun locking. They're too busy stun locking themselves rather. So I have to be very careful here. There's a mine down there that I can't see. Yellow's gonna dodge. Nice. We know which direction the yellow's gonna go there because it's in panic mode until it moves to the right of that mine. So they do kind of set themselves into panic mode even on their own mines, which is kind of funny. They place a mine down with no regard for how to escape their line. Sometimes they actually lay a mine and then they back themselves into a corner where if you wait 10 seconds, they will actually get hit to their own mine. Yeah, purple tank actually not firing at me too much there because I wasn't in the line of sight. So that worked out quite well. Next up, mission 55. You get 2 tanks at the beginning. This can be quite tricky if they are high-grade tanks. We got a bit lucky. A grey and a yellow, not too difficult to deal with. And then I'm going to go for a bit of a spray on the bottom. That's because once they hit the back wall, we'll get the bullets back. And we're back up to 7 lives. Again, the magic number's 6 for me to play risky. Okay, so we've got a brown tank there. We have to take that out. I'm not too focused if we weren't in a rush. This is a fantastic mission. Everything moved towards me. That is kind of a tricky one, because if I didn't take everything out in those golden 5 seconds at the beginning, as I said, first 5 seconds you're in advantage. If I didn't take everything out there, I would have been in big trouble. Everything would have been targeting me all in one go. So yeah, green tank rebound, very tricky. That did take me out because this mission is just so tough to deal with. So I know there's one more purple tank. You can actually tell because of the music advancing. Barely dodging that one there. Yeah, the music actually slightly ramps up. A lot of analysis videos on YouTube and stuff like that that demonstrate how the music ramps up based on the tank colours, the highest tank colour that's still on screen. More and more instruments added based on which one the highest grade is. Oh, unlucky there. So I had 2 more rebound bullets coming back there, but unfortunately they were too close together and they rebounded and hit each other. So that did not get the kill on the yellow there. Mission 60, it's another new one. Quite a tricky one. Only 4 tanks here. I'm going to use a bullet spray at the beginning. Nice, there we go. See if we can get the white on the rebound. Not quite. Black tank just running straight into me, which is fantastic. And hopefully... No, white tank's going to dodge that. That's okay. We're going to get it on the way back. Nice. That's really good there. And as you can see, these risky straps, we're making up for lost time here. Playing a bit safer at the beginning, but because we're on these 6 lives, we can take a lot more risks, show off a lot more. Oh, getting the yellow kill, though. That is okay. That's good. That's a pretty good start to that mission. I cornered myself with that rebound. That's the only thing with rebounds. If you are doing a rebound, you do need to be careful and consider the consequences of where you will be by the time those bullets come back. Otherwise, you will get hit. I'm going to see if I can get another hit here. There we go. Just going to wait to see what the black tank does, where it shoots. And again, kind of similar to the teals. They're so accurate, you can dodge them. if you know exactly where the bullet will go. Sometimes they are sneaky and they're not as accurate. Oh, I'm shocked at that. So bullets can actually be destroyed by mines if they get caught up in the explosion. That's why I thought I'd be safe there. Not quite the case, though. So always keeping a bullet in reserve. Nice rebound there on the green. Right up from the corner. Always keeping a bullet in reserve for the most part. The reason for that is because of stuff like that. If I have one bullet out of my 5 that is available to me, then I have one for defense. And if I'm particularly good at mashing in the moment, then I will always be able to defend myself with that bullet. Sometimes the situation gets too scary for one bullet to defend you, but yeah, for the most part, it does help. Good pinpoint turn there, otherwise I would have been dead to that. So yeah, getting the rebounds in. And I'm always playing offensively. Even though I'm running away there, just fire away a few bullets, see if it hits them. Getting those couple of tanks, otherwise we would have lost another 5 to 10 seconds there, waiting for those to disappear and it to be safe for me to go back up again. So here, lots of opportunities for me to get in because, yeah, Teal is going to run away, that's unfortunate, but all the others were not really going to be able to get away from me. Gonna try and manipulate the tank to go left. Oh, not quite, okay. Trying to get it to go right. It's not quite working out. Teal tanks are just really good at knowing exactly what I don't want. Yeah, welcome in everyone. Again, we're doing a submission video for tanks. So this is another new layout. This is the box layout. In bullets only runs, this is incredibly mean because you are just stuck in the box for the entire mission. And you have to wait until another tank frees you, or you just have to kill all the tanks from your little box in the corner. Bullets only mainly exists because mines only does. And we're back up to our 6 lives. Fantastic. Normally I like to sit in that box if I need to play particularly safe. So again, we're going to try and go for this setup here. That is a potential green tank. Yes, it is. There we go. Have to be very careful with that. And we did manage to take it out. Oh no, we did not. I thought we did. Well, I need to do that ASAP because, yeah, that is scary to stay there. Sometimes that setup does not always work unless I sit deadly still at the beginning, which is obviously slow to do that. And that's a nice few bullets there, taking out the yellow as well. Little dodge there. Knew that bullet was coming back to me. Brown tank to pick off at the end. So I'm actually going to go down the bottom. Pink tank is coming this way, so it's going to be... Oh, not getting the hit there. That's unfortunate. I'm going to get the green at the end. So we're down below 6 lives. That is okay. We've still got plenty of safety. It just means that I will play a little safer. We'll just have to demonstrate our safer strats. So here, I'll just sit back, hit this one. I'm actually going to put a mine down, see if that hits the pink. It does. Fantastic. That means it's one less for me to actually have to come into a one-on-one brawl with. Yellow tank is stuck. That's a kill. There was potential for it to go into the corner there, actually. They are good at dodging for a reason. As they're trying to demonstrate to me there. Mine is probably going to get placed here. Yeah, there it is. So this is a tricky one. I do want to gain stage control at first. I do not want to be rushing in here when I'm on less than 6 lives. Hopefully that hits. A little bit of a... Oh, nice bullet right at the end. And we have one more mission to go. This is mission 70. So, right at the beginning, wow, that is a offensive tank right at the start. Very common for that one to actually play safe and going backwards. Choosing not to there, which is really scary for me. So, black tank not shooting because the white tank is there. I'm actually going to put a mine here. There are two options for this black tank. It's either going to go down, looks like that's the case, or it could push the green tank the other way, which is good, because that would mean I'd be able to hit it through the wall. Did not quite happen. Nice, that's good. So all unbreakable walls, that means if I die there, I have to go all the way around the maze. Really, really unfortunate if that happens. We did avoid that. From now on, the maze layout is in the layout pool for some of these missions, but we would be quite unlucky to see it. So on mission 75, we have a 25% chance of seeing it. Mission 85, we have a 20% chance of seeing it. And then in the 90s, we have a 4% chance of seeing it on a given mission for the first layout in the layout pool, because there are 25 layouts in the 90s. That's why the 90s are so tricky. There are over 1 million permutations of different layout that you can see, so you do have to be really aware of all the different combinations that you can have. So a really nice bullet spray there. A couple of mines here. I think the white tank might have laid a mine there actually. See if we can hit it. No. Gonna just play safe a little bit. Go for this bullet spray. And then the mine, yellow having to go down there. Yellow having to dodge those mines. So it's not even just the mission 3 layout where I go for that rebound in the top left. It is always going to happen with a moving tank there, because there is always a chance it hits. Good. So as I said, 1 million permutations of different possibilities on the missions in the 90s. That is a fantastic combo. I'm actually just going to be able to sit back and hit with a rebound there. So the 1 million permutations refers to every individual tank that can be randomized. This is a really tough mission coming out. I'm going to use the brown tank as a bit of a shield, because remember, they will not fire if they think they're going to hit another tank. Sometimes we can actually use brown tanks for advantage in that case. Pink not firing there because it was out of bullets. It only has 3 to work with. We're back up to 7. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that at this stage. Some tricky missions coming out. So here there is a very, very distinct lack of stage control, as you can see. Brilliant start though. 3 tanks remaining is really nice. And we're still on our 6 lives. So this is why it's good to have a reserve of lives. Missions like this that come up, very difficult to live these. I've done deathless attempts before, where you try and beat all 100 missions. I'm going to put a mine here. That guarantees that that purple tank will go up. That will never go to the right there by putting a mine there. Ooh, tried to defend that. Did not quite work. So because of my angle, my turret was actually in a slightly different place, so it did not defend from that. Again, going to push the purple up. Let's see if that black tank mine actually helps me out. It looks like it could be useful. There it is. And because this is a breakable wall, I can very easily just get in, and before the green has a chance to fire at me, I've already shot out bullets that will hit the green. This is a tricky one. I'm going to use a couple of bullets, try and hit that one at the beginning. Didn't quite work, that's fine. Got the 2 pinks quite quickly though. I'm going to go down because it's safer. We know there's not going to be a mine at the bottom, even though there are tracks here. There could be, but there isn't because it was a pink tank at the bottom. And pink tanks cannot lay mines. So you are not going to go down because there is clearly a mine there. I'm not going to go right even. Again, we're getting the mission 35 layout. It's really tricky. So no tracks there. That means we know there's not going to be a mine. Nice. Next is mission 80. This is one of the more volatile ones, one where you really do need to know your impromptu strats if you need them. The reason for that is because every wall is indestructible. You have these holes in the middle. All they mean is that you cannot walk on them. They just act as regular walls. You can't go near them. There's no like falling into it as like a pitfall or something. There's nothing like that. It is literally just a wall that you can see through. Nice, some good rebounds there. But because there are 2 yellow tanks sneakily placed there, it's brilliant game design. It means that there is a chance that those walls completely are obliterated within a few seconds of the mission. Other tanks firing often, they can blow up the walls quite quickly. Yellow's placing the mines quite often. It's a very tough one. So, good start to this mission. Only a few tanks remaining. That's a good one there. They're all going to hang out in that corner because of that mine. They're not going to hit it early. Going to force out the white tank here. Going to lay my own mine. There we go. So, because the tanks were there so long, the tracks are actually harder to see. In terms of new tracks being placed, because there are so many there already. Okay, not quite getting that hit. Green tank actually getting pushed there as well. Remember, they can't move, but they can be moved. Yep, there we go. Gonna take this shortcut here that's been made by another tank. Take out this green one first. Looks like the white might go down. Okay, green didn't get hit. One of those will hit it though. Nice. So still plenty of lives at this stage. Mission 83. And I should note, if the worst were to happen, which is unlikely, but if I were to game over, then there is a practice mod with a mission select that we could have on the side, I guess, on a backup console. Should the absolute worst happen. Again, very much doubt that would happen with so many safety strats. But it is worth keeping in mind. Black tank here being a bit sneaky. I'm going to see if this hits. There we go. The reason that hits is because the bullets, it knows it's going to get hit if it goes too high up. It actually sits in the corner for too long, and then it allows me to get that hit there. This is really tricky. Are we going to live this? I'm not sure we will. This is one of those that is virtually impossible. That is possibly one of the hardest Mission 10 generations I've ever seen. And we somehow lived that. That is unbelievable. As you can see, just fully sticking to the left wall there. And even then, we're not safe because the teal taking the absolute worst spot for me and peeking out into that wall. There is no safe zone in that mission. Pretty much every layout has a safe zone somewhere. I mean, even then, I wasn't safe sitting in that corner. If that didn't hit, if that didn't rebound that rocket bullet, that would have hit me as well. There's just no safe zones in some of these missions later on. That's why the game is just so well designed, because they know that the early missions have more safe zones. You have no safe zones when you have some of these missions later on. Mission 10 has no safe zones, but when it appears in Mission 10, it is fine because the pink tanks are really easy to deal with on their own. Be very careful there. The reason I actually was cautious with that bullet, even though that rocket bullet was highly unlikely to hit me, is because of something called corner bounces. So a corner bounce is basically where a bullet will hit a corner of a wall and it will actually continue on the same trajectory. So with a green tank, what it means is that because they have 2 rebounds, it can then hit a corner with the first one, not change trajectory, and then change trajectory on the second hit, and it will completely change where in my head I'm thinking the bullet will go. As soon as I see a bullet coming towards me, I'm thinking, right, I know where that's going. I know where the second rebound can go, and this is how I'm going to dodge it. Corner bounce completely throws that off, especially with a green tank. So just being a little cautious, knowing that that could happen. Didn't quite happen there, but it was very close to it. So again, I'm going to put a mine here. It's going to bait the tank to go... Oh, it goes right, surprisingly. It's very, very uncommon for that to happen. That is fine. White tank's a little bit more daring with how they dodge stuff. I'm going to scout the bottom wall just in case there's a mine there. Doesn't look like there is. That mine is going to act as an invisible wall for the last two tanks. Panic mode for the purple tank. And it's safe to clear. Mission 10 again. My goodness, this is not nice to us here. This is a little bit more generous this time. Less of these really, really top grade tanks coming out. So as I said, every tank placement has a specific few tank colours that can be in that place. And the last Mission 10 layout we saw, we had a lot of those be the highest one possible. Black tanks, white tanks, green tanks, they all came out there. They all came out to play. So this is a bit of a funny mission. Very scary at this point in the game. You have 8 grey tanks. You would think this would be a massive pushover mission. It really isn't. Because you have 8 grey tanks to deal with. They all fire quite rarely, but they all fire around the same time when they do. So it actually ends up being quite difficult to deal with. So now we're in the 90s. We have 8 tanks to deal with. And as I said, there are 8 different placements. It turns out the 8th placement on pretty much every layout is one of the ones that is right up in your face, especially on 4:3 aspect ratio. There's nowhere to hide. You are 1v1ing a tank right at the start. You have no say in the matter. You just are doing that. So you have to be so careful. You have to be very aware of which placements are the 8th placement. So yeah, right at the start here, we have 3 tanks in our face. Good rebound, hits the black tank. I'm going to put a mine here. It's going to bait the tanks to go up. It's going to make them slightly easier to hit when I come around the corner for a few seconds. There we go. Just one more remaining. I'm going to peek around the corner. Nice. And again, grey tank here. This could have been a teal. That placement can be a teal tank. And if that is the case, you can get hit within half a second of the mission starting. So we know because of the counter at the bottom, there are only 2 tanks remaining. We know one of them is a white tank. And the other one is a teal. That'll be enough there. Oh my goodness, okay, this is one of the worst ones because we have 2 tanks to contend with at the start. Grey tank gets hit, collateral damage from the green it looks like. Green is defending from my bullet. Greens only actually get 2 bullets, but you kind of don't notice that because of how effective they are with those 2. Very offensive play here. Let's see if it works out. That's a good hit. Nice. Had I sat back there, that could have cost me a lot more time. Black tank could very easily have started running away at the top. I saw an opportunity and I had to take it. Again, teal tank right at the start. So that blind spot, they are actually rebounding bullets into this... I say safe zone. It is not a safe zone. The tanks can very easily rebound bullets into there. It is just slightly more safe than anywhere else on the map. That is the only thing that is safe about this. Nice, good hit there. Good rebound as well for that one to get hits. So the only way I'm going to make it through here is if I destroy these walls. I'm going to do that just in case this black tank doesn't approach me. It does, in fact, though. And it hits its own mine. We're up to 8 lives, which is fantastic for this stage in the game. 5 more missions to go. It's a tough one here. I actually do quite like the purple placement. Does mean I can hit the green. Okay, that's fine. It's a good start. We've taken out the 2 most important tanks right at the beginning. We go for a rebound on the left wall. Get those bullets back very quickly. Go for a very quick kill on that white tank there. We think pink is going to go there. There we go. They are usually quite offensive. So they are quite easy to call out where they're going to be going. They don't retarget very often. So the moment you see it approaching the middle, you can go for a rebound shot on that wall. Even though you can't see where it is. Okay, good start. Two tanks taken out there. That is fine. So this rebound will hit the green. And then just going to go for a straight shot on this green. And take out the brown tank as well. Nice. And as long as I stay perpendicular to the teal, we'll hit that one. We're seeing this layout again. I'm going to defend from the teal first, mainly because it's a lot more dangerous than the brown tank. Going to be using these pinpoint turns as much as we can. Can actually hit this green without approaching. Going to be going for that here. Oh, the green has been moved by the yellow. So I'm not going to be able to do that now. And it's just out of range for the blast zone. Nice. So we're still on our 6 lives. We've got plenty of spare room here. Gonna put a mine there. This is a bit scary. But remember our 6 lives. We're still safe. Instant detonation. Actually walking into the mine. It's a rare case from the black tank, but again, because they know they're going to get hit to my bullets, they do that sometimes. Obviously, it was a misplay, but they can't dodge everything. They're intelligent enough, but they cannot dodge everything. The white tank just moving into me there because of that mine. Final mission, we have 2 brown tanks, 4 black tanks, a white and a green. Time is coming up on the final hit. We've got a very aggressive black tank right at the start, actually. Very often they're not doing that. They will be sitting back for the most part. Still got a white tank to contend with here as well. Time is coming up. And gonna go round. That's fine. Playing the long game. Time. 49-17. Really, really nice. Plenty of lives left at the end. Really, really good. Happy with that. That is 540. And that is Tanks 100. It is a pretty intense run. It's nice to see all 100 missions. Normally in medal runs we only get 5 in bronze, 10 in silver, 20 in gold, 30 in platinum. Here we get the full set. We get to see black tanks. We get to see that latter half of the run, which is so much harder to deal with. And especially that stretch in the 90s where it's just complete and total chaos. Anything can happen. Pretty much any layout in the layout pool is in there, the ones that appear again. So it is brutal. But as long as you got the lives, then, which we did the whole time, then you can play pretty risky and it works out to be a pretty fun run. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Nice, that's good. That's going to be my submission. I finally don't have to worry about any more tanks. I'm surprised it ended up being that good. I think I'm happy with that. I know I ended up dropping to like 5 lives, but we never dropped below 5, I think. So that's good to demonstrate that we're safe on 6+. And the moment we go below 6, I start playing a bit safer. I'm really happy that that kind of like demonstrated both. That's pretty good. I'm happy. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Thanks, NT, Droopy, Crazy Yo, Alva, Jimmy. And yeah, welcome in everyone during that run. Mura with the raid as well. I will just give a quick shout out to Mura. Mura was doing Find Me earlier, managed to get some world records back. So massive GGs on that. Okay, I think we're gonna do one more run of tanks, but we're gonna vibe now. I don't need to commentate. So we're just gonna play the run, make sure I can do these consistently. I mean, I don't think it's within question. You all saw how many tech issues I had during that run, and somehow with all of those brutal mission 10s, what was it? 2 black tanks, a white, 2 greens, and a purple, or something like that. They were all coming out on one mission, mission 10, and I did not die. Like, that is, that's really, really good. I also don't know how I lived through that. I was thinking damage limitation. Kill a couple of tanks, respawn, and then just make it easier for myself. That was what was going through my head. I had no expectation for that. Just a little bit of luck, I think, that helped me there. Pot the 8-ball, alright. You want to submit gimmick, best ending zipless if you go? Oh, is this UKSG? That could be cool to see. It's a fairly short run as well. Okay. No 8-ball. 8-ball's not going in there. Unfortunate. Okay, back to tanks. Yeah, this is actually a GDQ submission, primarily, but I will also amend my UKSG submission. Did we have a slots win during that as well? Yes, we did. So I'll add those credits on. And we're going to do one more run for the end of the stream. Alright, let's do it. So, back to PB comparison. 3, 2, 1, go. And this PB was actually achieved yesterday, believe it or not. $49.17. Yeah, always keeping that bullet in reserve. $49.17, much nicer run for commentary though compared to that 45, that 47 yesterday, and especially the 45.10. 45.10 had no commentary, so that was different. That was my PB. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to submit any other games. I was going to submit Wii Play Motion for UKSG. I think I'll just submit Wii Play, though. Because Wii Play Motion kind of needs more time in the oven. I need to learn... I need to learn 2P struts properly. I think the thing with UKSG is there's a decent chance I go again. I don't think this will be my last time. But GDQ is like, if I go, then that's it. I'm never going again, most likely. So, I have to make the most of it and submit it all. And by all, I mean not secret rings, because I don't think that's going to get in unless I grind for like world record or something. Because it's just too long. Okay. Cool. Made the most of a bad hand on that mission. So the goal with this, I'm not going to try and PB. I'm going to play a similar strat to what I did in that run. 6 lives or more, I'll play risky. Any more than that, any less than that, I play safe. And I'm going for a clear. And if it's under 52 minutes, I'm happy. After yesterday, PBing by a minute, I highly doubt I'm going to ride my luck even more. Because that was really, really good to PB by that much. PB at all, if I'm honest. Good. You're gonna dodge. Oh, no. Okay. I have a feeling they're going to go up here. Yellow did go up, but put a mine down. If any are going to go up, yellow is good. Because then it had the 50-50 to go down again. Which it did. Teals, they'll just run away forever. Oh my goodness. Please hit. Oh dear. Oh dear. What is that? That's why I don't go for that anymore. It should be easy. It's not easy. I need to learn it for gold medals when I go for world record again. World record improvement. I know I probably have enough time saves without it, but I could really use the time save. It shouldn't be hard. It's a fixed angle on a green tank. I just need to boot up the practice mod and spend like 10 minutes, 15 minutes on one mission. Would not hurt me to do that. Yep, do not hit me there. Cool. Yeah, working on the green tank early and then coming back for the purples is something I don't often do. Because you then have to deal with the purples after. That won't hit. Oh, that might hit. Almost got hit there myself. Wow, the dodges. Okay. Necessary dodges, but good dodges. Come on. Rush. Rush down. Come on. This is nice. It's not world record pace, but it's really good. No. That's really mean. Hoping you play ball. Yeah, alright. Alright, sure. Panic mode. Cool. That was really slow. Still a really solid 20 though. Sub 7 possibly. If we get lucky. Yep, we do. 655, I think. 656 maybe. Anything sub 8, I'd be really happy with for a marathon run. Oh, I'm getting rushed down. Yeah, that's... I don't know how I... That turned really bad really quickly. That's how it should go. It's because purples are so inaccurate. Like, they just have no accuracy at all. No. Ah, it's a slow one because of the brown tank. This one again. I'll take it. Nope, back out of that. No, that's not good. Alright, I'll at least hit you before I go. Bait you up to the top. Whatever. That's what we want to be seeing. 6 lives, bring out the risky strats. Okay, I can hit that from here. Good. Bit of optimization. Come on. Oh, all the bullets that lived are in the same line. Yeah, okay. That was poor. I don't know why I fired in that angle, because I was not going to hit anything. You know where the yellow is. Ooh, all 5 bullets. Ooh, it's fine. Good. That will go down because the mine is there long enough. Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. And the other bullet didn't explode in time. Should have been a good mission, this one. It's still a good start. Wow, okay. Nice dodge. That might hit both. It does. Oh, right. Yeah, sure, good dodge. I don't know. That was really close to hitting me. Okay, you're not going that way. Can we not? Sure. Don't. Too many deaths. Too many early deaths this time. Too many deaths in general. No. That's what we like. Defense. Good defense. Yeah, input turn. It's good. Do not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. You're there? Okay. Yellow just cornered itself the whole time. Okay, 50 PB is almost certainly dead. 100 PB is obviously possible as long as the run isn't like drastically behind. Which it is not. That said, I'm not far off the 50 PB. Because this is about 10 seconds behind it. So it's not the worst. Really? Wow, I was not focused on the green then, clearly. Okay, good mission though. 35 can go really badly. Top spawn being green is probably the best. I don't know if it can be a brown. So it's the best one that's stationary, definitely. If that's the case. Good. Really nice. Nice. Okay, I think you're probably going to escape, yeah. Wow, okay. That's how we're doing this. I can't do a lot about that at all. By that, I mean there's nothing I can do about that. I disagree. That's minus 11 seconds. And I don't hit the pink as a result. Wow, that's punishing. Good. Is world record deathless? No. I highly doubt a world record will ever be deathless. It's very low on deaths. So, like, if I were to go the rest of the run deathless, that would probably be close to, or maybe like 1 or 2 more than the world record. Doing a full 100 run deathless would obviously be optimal, but it's just not really how runs go. The fastest deathless run is like an hour. And even then, that is lightning fast for a deathless. Like, that's just not how that run works. Yeah. Ah. Right, I want you to go up. Please. No. That is so bad. 50 PB is dead. I'm glad this was the terrible run of the day, because this is the one that isn't commentated, but I would like them both to be good. Yeah, sometimes you get, like... So, the fast missions are like mission 10 layout and stuff like that, which are so dangerous. Friendly fire, by the way. They're so dangerous and difficult to do deathless. But then in a deathless run, you want to get, like, mission 70, which is painfully slow for a speedrun. Yeah, this is the mission 10 layout. And I'm dead. That is... Case in point. This is not a good run at all. Low on lives. Low on lives. Bad speed. You can do Tanks Gold. I believe in you. Tanks Gold is very difficult. Once you got that, you got everything you need for Tanks 100. Not terrible. Interesting generation. Good dodge. That was brilliant. Yeah, 17 is a really hard one. If you stick to the speedrun strats, it's honestly not too bad. Like, just go slower and take it one tank at a time rather than optimizing it and doing them all. But honestly, the speedrun strats are best because they give the tanks the lowest, like the smallest windows of opportunity to hit you. That's the reason the speedrun strat is also the safe strat, in my opinion. If you sit there, like, waiting to slowly peek out, you're gonna get hit. There is a Tanks 20 guide as well, like a speedrun guide, and a lot of the strats apply for safety as well. Because the first 5 seconds, as I said in that commentated run, the first 5 seconds are your golden time. Like, you are always in advantage, unless it's like mission 90 and there's a teal tank in your face. But you're in more of an advantage on any mission in the first 5 seconds than at any other point, until there's like one tank remaining. Because there are barely any bullets that are out to get you. As soon as like loads of tanks are swarming in on you in one go, you're done. Oh, why? Thank you. Sub 20. After dropping to 3 lives. Oh my god. Okay, I need to start playing safe. I'm not PBing this at this point, so I just need to start playing safe. Really? Oh my goodness, the auto detonation. I'm still dead. Are you serious? 2 lives. Wow. And now I've got controller issues. Don't. My god. Fine, I'll take the walk of shame. Oh my god, like that is just gonna hit me if that didn't collide with it. Oh, so scary. Please, no. Okay. Come on, get hit. This will be the last run of the stream, by the way, even if I game over. Which I won't. Right, let's force him out. Come on. Or force him left. One of the two. Yeah, I think it works out okay, at least. That'll hit. This is going to be a pretty nasty split. Good mission, though. No. Good thinking to get the teal first. Ooh, those bullets almost crossed into each other. Somehow we're on for a potential deathless 10 missions. Although painfully slowly. Okay, good. If we can convert this into 100, then I am happy. Because this has not been going well. Please hit. Oh no, I should not have put that there at all. That is definitely going to shoot that. Oh no, it's going to go that way because a mine's there now. Good. Casual minute 10 lost, but I'm alright with it. We barely lost anything on the actual comparison. Marathon comparison, so that's fine. Oh, you're going that way. You're done. Cool. Black tank spawn, really? Oh my goodness, something that is exactly what I mean. If you don't get anything in the first 5 seconds, you are screwed. That's how it works. That's how tanks works. There is no playing safe by sitting back in tanks. If you sit back, you die. Or you take like 20 minutes to do one mission. Close. Come on, come on. Come on, you're stuck. Okay, good. This could be a solid split. No, you don't. That's a shame. I need that mine to stay for a little longer, but that's okay. Worked out. You're dead. Oh, are you serious? Back to 2 lives. We'll be lucky if we even see 6 lives in this run. Oh my god, no, I saw, I couldn't, oh my god. Oh my god. Fine. Oh yeah, I did see Mario Cap during that run, but I couldn't do anything because I was doing a commentated run, so I needed to just focus on that. I will redeem Mario. I will wear the Mario Cap now, except I'm probably going to die in the next 5 seconds and then the stream's over, so I'll kind of owe you 2 hours of Mario Cap. How about I just don't do Mario Cap now, and then I start the next stream with Mario Cap on? How about that? That might be the play. Can we hit the tank, please? Okay. I'm too impatient. I'll just get a game over at this rate. I mean, this could end up coming down to the wire for 52 minutes, I'm going to be honest. I'm playing so slowly now. At least it feels like it. Yes, get in the way. Get in the way of the green, and then get hit. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Okay, good. Don't you dare. That almost hit me. My own bullet. This will be scary. This will be so scary. Do not. Yep. I knew there was one there. I knew it. Right, come on. You can do it. Yes! There we go. No green tank one-on-one in Mission 70. Not on 1 life. Not today. Yeah, I'll do Mario Kart next stream for 2 hours, because I missed it today. If I put it on now, the stream's over in like 20 minutes. Or 5 seconds. Whenever mission completed or mission failed comes up. At this rate, it could be either. If the game over happens, then we're going to have a backup Wii with the practice mod booted up on it. which has a mission select. Obviously not ideal, but it is a solution. Please hit something. Please hit something. I have no ground. No ground. Oh my god. And the only ground I had, I couldn't see properly because of the walls. And then we get 3 brown tanks. Yep. Yep, game. Oh my god. And I'm down to 1 life again. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a terrible run for safety. No way. Oh my goodness. I was certain that was hitting. Good. I mean, this is a great practice run to put me into terrible situations on purpose. Stop being so inaccurate! Oh my god. How many times can one tank completely miss where I'm going, and yet it is harder to deal with? I swear they did it on purpose. They made them be inaccurate on purpose. Oh my god. Now we get... Oh, interference again. Stop. Please hit. Oh no. Come on. Something. Yep. Oh, where's the other one? Where's the other one been pushed to? It better not be a green, otherwise I'm screwed. There's a brown. 2 lives again. The maximum I'm going to see now is 6 if I play Deathless to 95. I've lost 16 lives in the first 3 quarters of the run. Just have to go full safety mode, push the limits of how much I can play safe on these missions where it's at least a possibility to do that. I say breaking the top wall on mission 11. No, we're not going to peek out until these are all gone. It's called safety. Ah, whatever. Yeah. This should still be plenty on pace for sub 52. Just build up a few more lives and then I can start risking it again. Good hit. Good scout. Oh my god, what a call. What a call. I scouted the bottom of that wall for mines, and there was one there, and it was right in my face. Good save. This is what happens when I force myself into terrible situations. I practice these safety strats that I really should be practicing. Play every mission like you're on, I don't know, 2 lives. Come on. Thank you. Have we got all brown tanks? I'm worried. Is it a green? I mean, it's here, so I get the kill. It's another brown. How are there so many browns as well? It was lucky and slow, but lucky. Okay, this scares me on 2 lives. This really scares me. Black tank on. Yes. Doing okay here. No! Oh my god! Stop hitting the blind spot. Go away. It's the one semi-safe zone on this map, and they keep hitting bullets near it. Ah, that's brilliant rebound. Brilliant spray. Covered the whole area. 3 lives, never before seen. And we get thrown this. Wow. I liked being on 3 lives while it lasted. Oh, that was close to hitting the black tank. Yeah, good. Stun locked it. Tricky mission 10. We have survived. Good. That was inevitable. Doing it under my own control was better than if I let it explode on its own and then suddenly everything's attacking me all at once. Dodge that. I thought it was going to die to its own mine. Okay. Science take risks on 3 lives because I'm realizing I'm losing the sight of 3 lives being low. 3 lives in this run is incredible. Oh, close to a green hit there. That's a really tough angle from here. Yeah, good. Please hit. Yes, nice. Okay, potential to go up to 4 lives here. Or we could get 2 rocket bullets. 2 black tanks. I knew what I meant. This looks okay. Looks scary now, actually. Oh, it's so hard to tell that that wall's there. Like, where exactly that is, because it's so tall. 4 lives, unbelievably. Deathless 15 missions under this pressure. I'm being serious. If I clear this, I have all the confidence that I'm ready for a Tanks 100 submission. A consistent clear. Because this is just unbelievable. We haven't even had, like, the easiest generations. We've had mission 10 layout coming out. We haven't had mission 70 again, which is the easy one. Easy but slow. Like, we've just not had it. Game has been throwing quite a lot at us here. It's not been too easy. It's not, don't get me wrong, it's not been as hard as the other generation, the last run, but it's not been the easiest by any stretch. I can do Mario Cap if you want, but I'm going to be live for like 10 more minutes. I didn't the first time because I was in a run, and then I forgot after that. Because I was doing a marathon submission, so I needed to focus for that. Yeah, I can I can just do it for 2 hours at the start of next stream. Oh! Okay. Nice dodge. Okay, and then I just run straight into the white tank. Yeah, we'll just do 2 hours at the start of next stream. Because if I start it now, then I'll just forget that I owe you some of the Mario Cap that I've already done. Right, you're all going to stay there. Or the black tank is going to escape, apparently. Because you just do that. You just like that. Hey Theon, thank you for the good luck on the Tanks 1000. I think you dropped an extra 0. That wasn't a good spray to hit either of those tanks. One of them was too low, the other one was too high. Team kill, nice. That's what we need at this stage. Okay, we're still very much on pace. Minute 32 ahead of the comparison. Yeah, let's start to see some green again. That's all we want here. Oh my goodness, okay. Tricky one. Nice. Good timing on that mine. I'm gonna leave that brown tank there, actually. No. Good. Hit the edge of that grey. Cool. Alright, I feel like I have to go for that teal first. Didn't hit it, but I had to defend. Come on. Yeah, we're just sitting in this box until this black tank's gone, I think. Ideally all of them, but grey tank is okay. Come to think of it, that submission video earlier had pretty much everything. Because I even talked about bullets being destroyed in explosions sometimes. It didn't actually happen, but I explained it, so... It covered everything. Really, really happy. Very productive session. Considering I was going to do Super Mario Bros. DS. Pretty productive session. Mainly because I didn't want to do Wii Play 3 days running, but it's worked out. We've got a golds and a Tanks 100 submission. Ready, fully ready for our submission videos, which is great. Green has been pushed all the way over there. You're gonna get out. Five lives. Somehow, we've played deathless in this last sort of quarter of the run, bar 1 life so far. Unbelievably. If only I had that in deathless. Ah, okay. 4 lives. 4 lives for 5 missions. It's perfectly fine. 4 lives for as many missions. I didn't want to say 4 lives for 4 missions, knowing full well that the teal could very easily snipe me in the face at the beginning. That didn't happen, thankfully. No, you stay this side. Scout the wall. Okay, no mines. Oh, right, yeah, you're gonna play offensively. That's fine. Good. I'm gonna come down here. And go that way. And then you get... No, don't get hit. Interesting start. Is there still a white tank here? No, it's at the top. Right, they're going the other way. At least get one and I'll be happy. Yeah, that's all. That'll do. Oh, wow, okay. Three lives for as many missions. It's only because I've played Deathless for all this time that we have this luxury to play a bit more risky. If we win this, it will be underestimate. Oh my god, what a starting one this is. Oh my goodness. Was that a corner bounce? It was either a corner bounce or a really, really low bounce because the trajectory barely changed. Oh, the dodge! No, I can't live that. Ah, 2 lives for as many missions. No, not interference now. This one here. Okay. GG. 50:07. Oh, I can breathe again. And that was only 50 seconds slower than the last run. Oh my god. How did I live that? I was on 1 life since like 40 mission 40 or something. That was awful. But we lived. So, if I can live under that pressure, then I'm sure I'll be fine. And with interference. If I game over, I use the practice mod, which has a mission select on it. And I'll just have it booted up on a second console. Unless the marathon is fine with me showing Revolution. In which case, sure. Or I will just unplug the capture card. Or like turn off the game feed from the stream or something, I don't know. Just figure it out before the run. Yeah, there's a practice mod where there's a mission select. It was made a couple of years ago now, actually. Okay, that is it for the stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. I've been on a little bit longer than I wanted to be. But I will find someone to raid. Appreciate everyone watching. Thank you if you joined from a raid earlier as well. So yeah, we now have 4 runs in a row where we've beaten tanks, and we only had the DNF in the first one, which was very much rushed and not very good. So I'm happy. Let's see. Nice win, Theon. I don't know if there's anyone around that I want to raid. Let's have a look at my followed categories, see if there's anyone there. Not many speedrunners around for the games I follow. What about Switch Sports? Surely that's got so much activity with speedrunners. You know what? We will head over to someone I lurk in, someone's stream that I lurk in a lot. Zach in the box. We have raided in there once before, I think. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. Next stream will be Saturday. I am live this Saturday. I am not live next Saturday because there will be a Smash tournament. It's not on this week like I expected because it's Valentine's Day. So I'll be live. And that is about it. I do plan on doing a Carnival Games 100% run. So that'll be fun. It's going to be the first time ever. That will be done in DS. It will take me a couple of hours, probably like 2.5 minimum. Maybe it'll be sub 2:30. I don't know. It'll be like 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. And then after that, we'll do probably more Wii Play. Or if I have other games in mind, or if there's something else going on that day. That's what will be going on. But we're already making good progress with this. We've got golds done. We've got tanks done. The main one now is plats. I do have a good silver submission, but that was with before I swapped the game order to be billiards and then everything in order. So I'd prefer to re-record silver again. Bronze I don't really care too much. Yeah. And then tanks pro I'm still in two minds whether I even submit or not. But we'll see. It's an incentive anyway. Right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.